And we're live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Daily Bone. The Daily Bone.
Whoa.
Got him. We're here for another electric episode, talking about what we're buying, what we're selling, where we're making money, where we're losing money, and everything in between. And yeah, it's great to have you all today. We got Clemente, Chile Army 123. We got No Strip Maxi Kicks. Clemente's pointing at the camera. I don't know why. What the fuck are you doing?
Today we're going to
discuss. Don't do that. Don't do
today
that.
We're going to discuss.
Do not do that. For those listening, Clemente just threw up gang signs.
I did not throw up
actual gang signs. Things that could incriminate him.
That was the Gary V. What does he do? He does the 3 or the thumbs up. Anyways, today we're going to discuss the latest case dropped by the SEC against crypto companies. We're also going to talk about the state of the cycle with the Bitcoin ETF recording their worst 2-day outflows in history, and the state of the trenches with Pump.fun volume falling off a cliff. It's nasty out here, folks, but we're going to talk all about it. I'm joined by Kicks and Easy. Kicks, how you doing, man?
Dude, not too shabby, man. Not too shabby. How about yourself, bud?
I'm feeling good. You know.
Oh shit! I just looked at the crypto prices. Ouchie.
So we got it. Yeah, we got another little jump this morning. You know what I don't like? You know what I don't like is when we get like a 1% bounce off the bottom and people immediately start celebrating. They're like, yo, bottom is
dude, fucking caught that knife, dog.
Yeah. I'm just like, shit, I feel like we're going lower.
Got that shit, dude. Fucking faded me, huh?
Yeah. And it's like, yo, shout out to the haters. Shout out to people still siding.
I think better than that is the guy that puts on like a 50x leverage long and it moves up 1% and they show like a 55% gain. They're like, yeah, I can see this game recognized game, man. Here's the thing, dude. I was slamming the no on Polymarket on will Ethereum get over 2,700 by the end of Wednesday. Slamming the no on that yesterday. I was like, ain't no way it's getting that high. Even if we get a little
2,700?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
It's a 20% run, isn't it?
Yeah. And yesterday it was at like 20. It like peaked at 2,500. Had a little rally.
Were you nervous?
I was a little nervous when it went above 2,500. I was like, because it was a 1 minute wick would count. It didn't have to finish above 2,500 or 20. It didn't have to finish above 2,700. It just needed a 1 minute wick above it. And so for a little bit, I was like, but yeah, looks like those bets paid off today. So we'll take that.
Live nuke here, ladies and gentlemen. We got a Solana down to 1. I'm gonna have to do the easy.
Here's what I love about being like a long only guy. And right, even though a couple of weeks ago I went heavy into cash, so I have mental health. My mental health is okay, right? But I'm not a short person. It's not like I'm shorting it all. So literally, even though I have a lot of cash, every time the prices go down, I get more poor. So it's not even like you're happy. You know what I mean? Right? It's like running out of your house in World War II right before it gets bombed, right? And it's like, okay, I didn't die, but now I don't have a house. Like, you're not happy, right? Like, you mitigated a worse disaster, but it's not something you're not like, let's go.
So Kicks, you have stables right now. Do you keep that in just your bank account? Do you keep that in your like self-custody wallet? Are you earning yield on that, or are you just letting it sit?
No yield. Yeah, just letting it sit.
Okay. I'm so not used to being. I've been literally fully.
I think like trying to do stablecoin yield is like one of the like, I don't want to say an inflammatory word, things that you can do on the blockchain. Like, I lose respect for people when they're like, yeah, dude, I'm like fucking like looking at this new like CBD USL Euro FD yielding 16.5 points. Go to fucking Wall Street, dude, and become a bond trader. What the fuck are we talking about? No, I either want 0% yield or I want to be risking all my money for a 10x. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm half joking around, Clemente. You know, there's plenty of relatively safe, battle-tested places that you can park your money and make 5% yield. I'm personally, maybe I'll do that in the next couple of weeks, but I'm personally not playing this like I'm going to sit in that cash for a year. I'm hoping to be able to use it again, right? Within a period of time. So going through all the hassle of moving it, parking it somewhere, yada, yada, yada. If I end up wanting to spend it in 2 or 3 months, what did I yield? 2% for all of that work. And there's risk. Any sort of yield, there is risk on the other side.
So your plan, you said ideally you deploy in the next 30 to 60 days. Well, I want to talk about this actually later on in the show, but on that, like, what are you looking for that will make you be like, hey, I'm ready to deploy? Are there specific tokens you're looking at? Is it Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, the majors, or are there other kind of subsectors you're looking for? And do you have levels that you're like, okay, this is where I would feel comfortable?
Great question. So macro side, if Bitcoin went to like the 70, 75K range, I'd be interested in longing some things there. I also was thinking like the play this cycle so far, right? Other than like meme coins, has been Bitcoin and Solana, right? I think most people would argue that, right? And Bitcoin has almost become like why didn't I do that trade, right? How crazy would it be if Bitcoin bottomed at like 70, 75K and then was like the worst trade for the rest of the cycle? And, instead, like this is when the alts finally get a move. I'm theory crafting. I'm not saying I think that's likely or anything, but one of two things. So either we get to Bitcoin to, 70, 75K, right? I think, and I would prefer that to flush faster. I think the faster a flush, the faster we find a bottom, the faster things can start healing and moving up. The most boring, worst scenario would be a slow grind down on Bitcoin to 70, 75K over a period of 5 months, like we dealt with last year, right? But even during that period last year, there was opportunities to do things. I think both you guys were in fantasy top last summer, having a good old time, even though we were chopping, right? So there's still moves to be played. Now, Clemente, the question is, what is the next move? If there's a move, like what is the next meta? What is the next alt cycle? Zeneca posted a tweet and basically asked everybody what they thought the next one would be. And I was reading through it and I thought like there were some interesting ideas and stuff like that, right? But I don't know, the whole exercise, I was kind of laughing because I'm like, nobody fucking knows. You know what I mean? It's trying to like predict like what Clemente, what's going to be the hit movie next year?
Yeah.
I don't know. You could fucking like research really hard. You do a lot of research, man, and you're probably still going to be wrong, right? Like it's probably better just to try to be good at catching the trend when it materializes than trying to guess whatever the trend's going to be. So that's my answer. Long one.
Yeah. What's hard for me on the like the alts side and like why I feel more comfortable deploying into Bitcoin is I just feel like that's going to be the trend that we're going to continue to see is just money be plowed into Bitcoin. The altcoins, I just don't know what that move is going to be since most of what's driving right now, what's driving the Bitcoin price is the institutional adoption, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
The competition,
the institutional
bit. All of this. Yeah. Retail has basically just been meme coins, right?
Meme coins. And that's why, if you noticed on Zeneca's tweet, he did not mention meme coins. And what is actually probably, if you were to make a prediction on known, so things you could bet on, it would be meme coins again.
Yeah.
Maybe in some sort of different package flavor, right? Maybe in some sort of different mechanic than Pump.fun bonding, but it showed incredible product market fit. And everyone's like, nah, we fucking hated that, dude. We fucking hate. Let's get rid of that. Let's go to infra. Let's all speculate on infra, dude. Like, what are we talking about here, dude? It's like getting a bunch of guys playing Halo and being like, all right, pack it up, guys. We're going to go be accountants now.
Yeah. I actually bought my first meme coin in months yesterday. That wasn't like
I heard
on shit.
SPX6900, if I recall correctly.
I hit a 22x on a Pump.fun shitter yesterday.
So, okay, wait, before we start,
Dude, Easy has high T levels. Look at the hair on his armrest. Fucking so much testosterone.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy.
You know, if you get good morning wood, it means that you have a good cardiovascular system and high T levels.
Interesting.
So I don't even think I need to go to the doctor. Yeah. Anyways, back to you, Clemente.
I I got back into the trenches. I made one play where I would like bought like 3 SOL worth of like this AI thing. And I was like, man, it's back. Yeah, like the tech is really good again. And then I just got nuked. I bought it at like 600K, pumped to like a million. So I'm like, let's go. Trenches are back. And then all of a sudden, the dev just nukes on my head. And I just evaporated 3 SOL. And then the dev starts a space. And he's like, yo, guys, sorry, that was our intern. He accidentally nuked the supply. We're going to relaunch this in about 5 minutes. Stay tuned. And then they like start letting people up on stage. And they're like, fuck you. Like, it was so good. And the guy was like, no, guys, dead ass. I'm dead ass. It was the intern that nuked it. I was like, that's what we're missing. I do not miss that at all. Easy. What was the 22x you hit?
It was a Portnoy. Sorry.
It was a coin called Mary Kate Cornett.
Dude, I just read about that today. Holy shit. Nice hit,
Let me share my
Easy.
thesis. Let me share my thesis.
Nice
I
hit.
saw it when it started going viral. The first post was 20 minutes old, right? And I was like, oh, this is crazy. Like, this frat guy's girlfriend slept with her dad. With his dad. Crazy. Like, so basically, and it's like confirmed. Like, she's not denied it. She hooked up with her boyfriend's dad. And it was going crazy on Twitter. And I was like, oh shit. Okay. So I immediately, the like third
So you were ready for it? Or
not? It's even crazier. The third comment was like someone holding the meme coin, not a crypto Twitter native person. Some guy wearing like a quarter zip and a backwards hat with a reverse jersey over his quarter zip. Frat star. Absolute darty boy. Like, dude had 2 upper deckies in, ready for the darty. I was like, okay. He had $10 of the coin. $10. And he was like, this shit's gonna be worth 100 grand. So I was like, oh my God. The best retail exit liquidity I could have ever asked for. This is beautiful.
What a chart.
I got in at 38K market cap. 38K. The coin had been live for 45 minutes. So it was up and down like dumb early. Like the earliest I could have seen. And I was like, okay, if this gets picked up by a Barstool or somebody else, if this keeps gaining traction, I think it could. Like, this is the dumbest thing because this story is like perfect for like degeneracy. Sports gambling, frat stars, like, exactly. So I was like, Barstool could pick it up. Let's see what happens. It ended up gaining traction, and I'm sitting there. I'm in at 40K. Dude, I bought 10 SOL of it. I owned 3.8% of the supply. I owned a fuck ton, right? And all of a sudden, it starts cooking. Starts like sending. Gets up to 170. I'm like shaving it off. Keeps pumping. Goes up to 600K, 700K, 800K. Shaved the whole bag. Ended up just sending, like running hard. So that 1.5, I made 6.5K on it. I was content with it. It hasn't gotten even close back to that peak since, but I was like, this just made me like turn my brain back to like traditional memes. See it viral on Twitter. Yeah, exactly. And I was like, okay, this is where I crush memes. You see something early on Twitter, you realize that there's a trend here. You're betting on it gaining more traction, and it did. Like the whole thesis played out perfectly. I was like, okay, saw the Twitter virality early. Saw the meme coin in the comments from someone who was not on crypto Twitter. They had $10 and they were calling for it to go to $1. I was like, yeah, this guy's a fucking idiot. This is my exit liquidity. Let's just trade the shit out of this. And it was just a story. It was like, it reminded me of Montoya, like when that was going crazy. It reminded me of like stuff like that. So I was like, okay, this is back to traditional meme, not this AI bullshit. I'm back in my bag. And that was the only trade I made in the trenches yesterday. The only one.
Here's the thing.
But I think I made 2. I bought a Ponzi and lost a little bit, but who cares?
Who cares? Okay.
First of all, great trade. Second of all, feel bad for the guy. But, you know, like yin and yang, there's always a good and a bad in a story. So the bad is your dad, you know, had sex with your girlfriend. That sucks. That's a tough one to kind of work through. The good side of the story is your dad did you a favor because I guarantee your dad wasn't the first one she cheated on. So like that girl's probably
it also came out that she like paid someone $150 via Venmo to not talk about her cheating on her boyfriend.
Yeah, she's probably a
I got real into the
BJ
lore.
giver.
I got real into the
BJ
lore,
giver.
I read every story. The dad told her that he's been cheating on the mom forever.
Yeah,
so there's like levels to this. There's like levels to this. And I was like, okay,
it was already a fractured home, but this was the straw that broke the camel's back, as they say.
Yep. So I was just like, yeah, okay. This feels like it has enough traction to get picked up by like a Daily Mail, a Barstool, someone big enough that like the story could run. It reminded me of Montoya. So I was like, yeah, if we can get in early.
I heard Barstool's potentially nominating her for Box of the Year.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
So it could have more legs.
Yeah, but I was fine. Like I said, you hit a 22x. Keep it pushing. You keep it pushing.
So we're gonna keep it moving here. That is great to hear, Easy. We're back to just the OG internet. I would love to talk about this for
the Zeus said cuck meta. Dude.
I love this shit, but we have a bunch of stuff I want to talk about.
You love dads cheating.
I just love these kinds of like meme stories because I'm like, this shit. I wish I saw it. I thought it was just like an OnlyFans girl start because I didn't click on that.
Some sorority girl cheated on her fraternity boyfriend. Absolute best story. Like
Houston's a weird city.
Meme. I've never been.
Me either.
So before we kick off the show, I want to give a quick shout out to our partners today at Awaken Tax. I just did my taxes yesterday. It took me literally less than an hour, I think, to go through and get set up. I can't recommend Awaken Tax enough. If you are a DGen, if you're someone that has a bunch of transactions on Solana, use Awaken Tax because if you do this before March 1st, you will get all plugged in here. I'm gonna pull up my account if you guys want to. Never mind, it has all my gains from last year. Yeah, I'm not gonna show that.
Is your P&L green or red?
Oh, it's green. It's green. No, I did well last year. I did well last year. The year before, I got a tax credit from Mr. Joe Biden himself because I lost so much money.
So you offsetting. You may not have to pay taxes on your gains this year. That's always fun.
No, I'm gonna have to pay taxes.
Sneaker Dad, shout out Ole Miss, great college. All right, back to you.
So if you guys want to get 20% off Awaken Tax and free transactions on your Solana, do it now. Don't wait until it's too late in April and you're having to scramble around selling some of your crypto to pay your taxes. Get ahead of it. Go to awaken.tax. You have 6 days to get your transaction on Solana.
Great service. Probably one of my favorite partners because just a phenomenal service. Use them for very many year. Much wow.
Every time we talk about taxes, people are like, who the hell pays taxes? Like multiple commenters immediately like, oh, you dumbasses are paying taxes. Yes, pay your taxes.
They should Google the look back window on tax evasion.
It's ridiculous. All right, let's kick off the show. Kicks, over to you for the weather report whenever you're ready.
All right, I'm ready to rumble, sir. You know what day today is? Today is Wednesday, February 26th. The majors mostly down on the day. The prices have changed. Bitcoin dumping 86, Ethereum below 2,400, Solana in the low 130s. Mover of the day amongst the top 100 coins is Story with its IV token up 40% to $6.50. Incredible market making services. Over the past 24 hours, the SEC announces it has dropped its investigation against Uniswap Labs, closing its third investigation against crypto companies in the last week, with Robinhood and OpenSea cases also being closed. Uni is up 3% on the day to a $4.8 billion market cap. Its price may be bad, but news like that is good. You got to think that's very healthy for the crypto sector going forward. Over to Memecoins, Pump.fun recorded its lowest daily volume since October 13th, while also depositing another 13 milli in Solana into its Kraken account. To date, Pump.fun has earned nearly $600 million in fees, while recent analysis shows that only 40 coins launched on the platform are currently above a $10 million market cap. Lastly, Bitcoin ETFs recorded 1.54 billion in outflows in the last 2 days, its worst 2-day stretch in history. However, the GameStop CEO has received a letter urging the company to buy $5 billion worth of Bitcoin as a reserve asset, utilizing the largest cash reserves the company has on hand. That's it for the weather report. Back to you in the studio. And Clemente, I actually have a little bit of interesting perspective on the Bitcoin ETFs that I read about.
Please.
So apparently there was a trade that you could make where you could go long Bitcoin spot via the ETFs, and you could go short Bitcoin futures on the CME, the commodity exchange, and the arbitrage yield was greater than the yield of just parking your money in a money market fund at 5%. as the price of Bitcoin has been going down, that yield has now gone below what you could get on that money just parking it in a money market fund. So that is why some institutions are now unwinding that trade, which means they're closing the CME short, but they're also selling their spot and just getting their cash back and parking it in a money market fund.
So you think that's partially driving the outflows
that
we're seeing right now? Okay.
Yeah, because that's institutionals closing out their yield arbitrage.
Okay, well, that's great perspective. For context, the numbers we're talking about here is the Bitcoin ETFs seeing $1.5 billion in net outflows.
You're sharing old news, man. The outflows are like days that when the price goes down, more people are selling than buying. So you're going to see that in the data come in after the fact, and this information is after the fact. Okay, so you're making a lot of old news. The real question is who's buying. Who's buying? When are the inflows coming in? When is that taking place?
I don't know. Why don't you go to your tarot card reader?
Tarot?
Yeah. I think that's the pronunciation. The people that read your cards. There's actually one right next to my apartment.
It's called wait, you actually think it's tarot?
What is it?
Maybe it's a silent T. Maybe it's a silent T at the end.
Tarot.
The
silent T. Those little sneaky T's, dude.
I hate the sneaky T's. Okay. Well,
Bitcoin's looking awful right now, though. I'll be honest about that. And Solana's looking pretty bad too. There's no respite from the fucking downward sell-off, man. This is just bad. Kicks. Tell them to stop unwinding, man.
They're fucking unwinding, dude. But at least if we get, I think a faster flush is healthier than a slow chop. That's what I said at the beginning of the show. I remember back in May of 2021, and I'm not drawing parallels to the timing of the market. We could have topped already. Yesterday on the show, I did the math in like tro to peak on Bitcoin. This cycle has been longer than tro to peak on Bitcoin last cycle. So we've already had an extended run. But what I'm saying is in May 2021, the fast flush down at least got us to a floor. And then once you get to a floor, then it's like a volcano eruption, right? It kills everything, but then the fertilizer, the volcanic ash, allows plants to grow very quickly.
So we're looking for a little Mount Vesuvius style eruption,
yes.
Mount St. Helens, Krakatoa style versus.
Yes, Krakatoa, not very well known volcanic event.
Yes, sir. We also had the CEO. And I need to fully understand the story. If anyone has additional context they want to share, the CEO of GameStop received a letter saying that he should buy $5 billion or use the $5 billion that GameStop has in its cash reserves to buy Bitcoin. Where's this letter coming from? Because I saw people like, let's go. He received a letter. Who sent this letter? Like, why is this news? But they have been discussing this for quite some time. And then we also saw another, I believe it was South Dakota yesterday. Its bill to buy or to have a Bitcoin strategic reserve as a state did not pass committee. We're seeing a lot of states that were believed to be going to buy Bitcoin not passing these bills. Any commentary on GameStop or some of these bills not passing the state level?
No,
next story.
Got it. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think it's a big deal because also I personally don't think states should hold.
He doesn't even hear himself just fucking dropping mucus into the microphone. Just doesn't even hear it continuously. I'm sorry. It's a non-conscious action. I'll work on it. I'll try to make it more conscious. But yeah, I think like pension funds, right, should hold assets, right? So like a pension fund buying Bitcoin makes a lot of sense to me. A state holding Bitcoin essentially means that they are taxing you more than they should, running a surplus, and then taking your tax money, and instead of giving it back to you, and then you could go buy Bitcoin with it, they're buying Bitcoin. And I just don't think functionally that is something that at a state level maybe should be done. So I'm not too worried about that. Once again, it's a state choice if they want to or not, but I'd more be looking at companies who are supposed to hold assets like GameStop, right? and things like pension funds that are supposed to hold assets, or college endowments are supposed to hold assets. All of them buying Bitcoin, I think, is bullish.
Nick, any take on that? While we're waiting on Nick here, Easy, can you pull up the? Well, I
you
want
ask
Easy
me
to
the
pull
question, and then
I want
and then
Easy to
say-
pull up the Bitcoin chart and check in on our dydx if there's any longs or shorts we can make. But Nick, over to you.
short it.
So we got Bitcoin at 80. It broke below 86K.
Oof,
Dang.
that shit naughty. That shit naughty, dog. That shit out right there. They don't look good right there. Shit out here. Oh shit. That's a new low.
Yeah, it's not looking very pretty.
That chart, and you're going down. Why don't we
What
zoom
is that?
out?
What is this green blue? What is happening with this
I think
chart? What
you
is,
just threw like a fib on it. You want to zoom
Okay.
out a little bit? What are you doing on there? Nat?
dude, what is happening with that? Why is it doing that?
You want to zoom out on that?
On which?
It's enhance or opposite enhance. I just want to see. I want to see your lines.
So Nick right now is pulling up the Bitcoin chart. We're covering this live. Another dump as sellers. There are more sellers than buyers right now. We got the market opening as well as of 3 minutes ago.
I mean, this is basically the next line.
Yeah, 73.
AVAX looking strong here.
I think the faster we get there, the better.
You're talking about Bitcoin to 73 is the level we're watching for here.
Where are you at it? Easy here for AVAX?
Yeah, like nice alt bottom compression.
I mean, AVAX looks good comparatively. Not selling nearly as hard.
Yeah, it's not selling as hard as ETH right now. Solana looking ugly.
Ooh, that's a ski chart, man. I've skied one on those things. I just sit on the back of my snowboard and I just slowly slide down hills that are that steep. I don't even try to bomb those hills. It's too dangerous. In my old age, recoveries take too long. But yeah, so you're looking at 126 here potentially. So Sol could be close to finding that bottom. That's why I'm saying a quicker flush out on Bitcoin could allow these other coins to find a floor and maybe get a nice violent rally off of them.
Here's hoping.
Easy. Are you making any trades here on the dydx account?
We're long AVAX.
Let's go. Okay.
Wow,
I
you're
like
doing
that long.
How long are we holding this position for?
45 minutes.
I don't know. I've been long since yesterday at $20, so we're up on it. We're 20.48 is the entry. So we bought in at yesterday's softs.
Look, Easy's making money again, Clemente. Been up. I've been up since I bought yesterday at the bottom. Totally gonna flip that up 10%. Boom, bada bang, bam.
Well, this
portfolio
luckily it's
crushing.
not me making money. This is the team dydx account.
Got it.
What's the portfolio up to, Easy?
When did it hit $20 yesterday?
Wicked all the way down to 2029.
Where? Here?
Yesterday's sell.
Huh. Okay. I mean, you literally would have had to exactly time the bot. Like,
No, it's right here. It ranged in that 2040 area where we bought in yesterday. So all down here.
Nice.
You have 3 separate entries for it.
So is that just a different? That must be a different source.
Yeah, dydx
USDT.
has the most,
Yeah, so
DYDX
this is-
is the most accurate.
It's also like on-chain Oracle data. So you have multiple entries where we could have gotten in. And I had set right around like 2045.
Makes perfect sense. On-chain oracles, of course, on dydx are the best oracles.
Well, that is actually a pro and a con of oracles, is you can get wicked out. It's not like Bybit or these other exchanges.
As many people call me the Oracle.
They do. They do. I can't confirm. I just realized I have to pay $700 for Awaken tax.
A lot
No,
of transactions.
Easy. Message me on that.
Nice thing,
I need the unlimited transactions plan.
Oh, I did it
What?
again.
It's
I
not
did it
out.
again.
Insane.
I did it again.
I'm muting him. He's on timeout for a couple minutes.
That was
That was crazy. I need the unlimited transactions plan because I'm way over 5,000. I'm way over.
Whoa, buddy! You're too good at that. Easy. You could write that off.
Dude, I have my ETH wallet is over the transaction limit. So
but I'm saying you can write it off against your taxes. How much you pay on tax software?
I imported my Bullx wallets.
It doesn't count.
Not good. It's not good. It's not good. There's thousands of transactions here, dude. I'm talking like there's a lot of transactions, dude.
And if so, Easy's talking about Awaken tax. He's doing his taxes for April 15th, and you can use code Bodogos for 20% off if you own a Bodogo. 30% off. Go check our Discord. Stay ahead of your taxes, ladies and gentlemen, and pay them.
Dude, Beanie's like in my DMs right now talking about fucking Jakey basically, and I'm like, yo, what is going on here? And then tweeting my replies. He's just like trying to get engagement at this point.
Yeah, this is a live. So for people just listening on Spaces or in the podcast, we have a little back and forth here with Nick and Beanie about, I believe, the insider trading allegations on the Libra coin.
No, just specifically about Jakey. Literally, the guy is like, he's in the room sniping. Everybody has their snipers out, which is a wild statement to begin with. But that's what he claimed to have seen. And Jakey wasn't in the room when that happened. And Beanie's basically just posting a bunch of shit for like what appears to be just like engagement around this stuff, basically. I don't even like, I don't know if anybody has ever not done an inside tip on something. I just think it's interesting that Beanie's going after someone who feels like the least involved of a lot of people. Yeah. And Gigi on that stream does dump on her followers. I'm not saying that's a good thing.
Oh yeah. On the fake Argentina coin.
Yeah, but we were also laughing because she's in the wrong one. She's leading her audience to like the wrong token. So like the way that it's being framed is like she's some criminal mastermind or that he's some criminal mastermind is hilarious. Anyways, he's in my DMs asking why and he's not going to delete it. Yeah, I don't know.
Speaking on the Libra token, we got some news on it for the first time in 4 or 5 days. As of about an hour ago, the Department of Justice has reportedly opened an investigation into Argentinian President Javier Milei's promotion of Libra and the involvement of its founders, including Kelsier Ventures, Hayden Davis, Kip Protocols, Julian Pay, and 2 Argentine entrepreneurs. So a little bit of an investigation here forming for the Libra token, although I do not know what the outcome of this would be, since I don't know, the American Department of Justice, how would they come after Argentinian president? But
you guys U.S. investors, that's the main thing. Like,
oh, that was close.
No, you still did it.
I'm sorry. I got COVID or a flu or something.
Clear your fucking phlegm, dude.
It's every time, dude. It's just sitting there, man. I don't know what it is. It's been like this for like 2 weeks. Anyways, Clemente, the Department of Justice they charged North Korea hackers and convicted them of fraud. They're never going to be able to extradite them, but they, you know what I mean? They still do that.
Got it. So if Milei was found guilty, he wouldn't be able to come back into the States then, right? As he was last week with Elon Musk, where he gave him the Doge chainsaw that we saw.
Was that in the US? Yeah, I guess it was at CPAC.
Yeah.
Elon's on one right now, man. I don't know, dude. He's on some shit.
Beautiful candles on the crypto market after market open.
Do we have good candles?
The AVAX candles look absolutely incredible.
Bitcoin's wicked off the bottom. We've seen
nice wick.
That if we were looking for a respite, this could be that respite. A lot of people
What does respite mean?
He said it twice now.
I don't know what that word means. What
Respite?
does respite mean?
Dude was playing Scrabble last night.
A short period of rest or relief from something difficult or unpleasant.
Yeah.
Man, you're smart as shit.
Okay.
It's that Belgian in him.
It's a common.
That Flemish.
It's not an SAT word.
It's that Flemish.
I mean, you got that Flemish in your throat.
You know, there's a large Mennonite Flemish community in Bolivia.
Well, I'm not Flemish. I'm from the province of Wallonie, which is French.
French Belgian.
It's actually why I look the way that I do, is influenced by that area. Not everyone's like, oh, you look Jewish, but I don't. They say it. They act like my nose is the source of Jewishness, and that's just racism. That's actually just racism. So people who say that are just racist. It's actually crazy. When you go to Israel, there's a lot of good-looking people. It's Mediterranean.
I know some attractive women from Israel. Very. So, I don't know what we're talking about here.
Okay. Thanks for that analysis. Wait, real quick. Did we publish the newsletter today or no?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, really? Who wrote it? You did?
Your boy was in there, little New York Times action. I was I can't come up with a news. I have never heard of a newspaper writer, so I can't.
Did you get the latest update on the app?
Yes, the one you sent yesterday about kind of the state of crypto, the dump.
No, not stories. The app itself, I updated the software.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I rolled out some new updates, basically. So there's more and more. I've been just rolling out more and more features.
Whoa, look at that candle up.
Nick is referring to chooserich.live, everyone, which is like a little news app Nick has been working on. It's getting more and more robust as time goes on. You can go check it out if you want at
chooserich.live. I should give everybody a discount code also on who are listeners of this show, if I'm being completely honest. I'll give them a sick discount code, so they only spend $9 a month.
So I want to shift gears a little bit.
Here, I'm gonna set it up real quick, and then I'll be back. And I'm gonna give you. It's if you don't own, if you're a whale bodago, by the way, you get it for free in the Discord. Handed it out there. Wow, why am I just freezing?
It's all good. So I wanted to briefly talk about meme coin price action. We're seeing a little bit of green.
Screw that. Look at the pie chart. PI.
Okay. Let's look at pie.
This was an old ass coin that you could download and basically sell your data on your phone. This thing's up only, dude. I don't know a single goddamn person who owns it. I know people who farmed it, but this thing is up 37% on the day. 37%.
22 billion.
Yeah, $22 billion.
Wow. What I remember farming this briefly back in the day.
If you have like an old cell phone, there's a good chance your dumbass probably put it on there because I'm one of those idiots.
Did you get any?
I don't know where that phone is.
I heard it was hard to claim.
So yeah, there's an issue with it. There's like, you have the KYC, it's locked. There's a whole bunch of bullshit happening with it, I guess.
Miguel Rivero says you got some. That's cool. Let us know. AAA says he has 450 pi. So
that's $900,
nice.
$1,000.
Let's go.
That's a good pie bag.
A great pie bag. Okay, well, we'll be checking in on this pie chart. Very
memeable name.
I wanted to ask you guys about memes. Does it feel like we are potentially seeing a recovery here? Are you guys interested? If you had to buy a meme coin here that was over, let's say, $50 million market cap, which one would you buy? And I'm curious if there's anything you're interested in. The reason why I ask is I think there's going to be a flight. I don't think meme coins are going away anytime soon as far as the larger cap ones that have a strong community. But I feel like it got exhausted and bled out from the trenches. Nick, I saw you making a couple, showing some expressions. Anything to add on this?
Well, the trenches are getting blown out right now. The one thing I was going to add was the discount code is Daily Bone. If you're, and I limit it to like 10 people, you can go over. It's, if the discount is, yeah, Daily Bone, you'll get $40 off a month, which makes it $9 a month, which is pretty good. Wow, 49 out of 50 whales actually redeemed that coupon.
And I'm guessing you don't consider AI coins to be meme coins?
I would consider them meme coins.
They
too.
are.
Because some of them are showing some strength, like Arc.
Which ones?
Arc?
Are you buying any?
No.
Who's buying a single meme coin here?
But I mean, if you pull up the Arc chart.
Okay. I think that's like 200 mil. It might flip AI16Z maybe.
Yeah, if you pull up the Arc chart, like the last like 7 days, looks pretty like it's like finding like a floor, and a lot of people like the trade. But you see, like it's kind of been like ranging at these lows for a while. So if you're looking for something that is kind of compressing and then could make a run back to the upside, because AI narrative is going to stay very strong in the macro.
That looks pretty good,
right?
We have APAP saying he bought some fart coin. I bought the SPX coin for the first time yesterday. It was the first time I bought a meme.
Can we pull that chart up?
Yeah, I'll pull
Pull
it
up the chart.
It actually doesn't look terrible. Here, I'm just gonna pull this one up real quick, and then I'll pull up the deck screener. So this is SPX 6900. It's at a $600 million market.
We can't
cap.
see it right now. Oh, so why did you switch to this one? Why not look at the Bull X chart? But anyways, okay. That looks pretty bad.
It's on ETH.
Pull up. Look at the 1 year.
What do you mean it's on ETH?
Look at the 1 year.
Dude, this is a Solana
SPX.
coin.
Oh, is it on Solana? Is it literally
What
on
you're
Solana?
looking at is literally a Solana coin.
Okay.
Its contract says ETH next to it.
Oh,
No,
and it
this
has Soul Scan.
They have
Oh,
have
weird.
Soul. It's a Soul coin via wormhole. Which is how I
Oh,
bought it. Yeah.
Wormhole.
I had no idea.
Yeah, so it's an ETH meme coin that's also on Solana. So yeah, I don't know. I bought it. I tweeted about it yesterday, and I was like, oh, there's just a completely different audience for this meme coin of people that are just still actively backing this. And if Murad's thesis does play out, my thesis is that if there's one that's going to survive, it'll be the SPX token. So
Yeah, that's also finding a range at like kind of a support level.
How's Y2K looking?
probably the same as MLG. Y2K is at 3.7 mil. So these are like, I mean, it ran up to 32 mil and it's pulled back 90%.
Dude, I had someone tell me to buy it at the top. That's hilarious. I was like, bro, I'm good. I'm good.
Is there any, so are there any meme coins you guys are interested in? If not, that's fine. We can move on.
I think the
It's just the Arc.
AI stuff. Yeah, I think like the AI stuff is interesting. I think there's a couple different ones that seem to be like finding good floors. Like the AIXBT chart, like if you still believe in that.
AIXBT.
Wow, you're going with AIXBT.
I'm just saying like different AI charts that like seem to be consolidating at like a nice low range. You obviously have to pick what you think is going to be like if there's another wave in AI, you want to be in the winners, right? So you'd have to think, oh, Arc is going to continue to be a winner, or AIXBT is going to continue to be a winner. But like put this on the daily and zoom out a little bit, you know. That's a nice little move on Alchemy.
Yeah. So the longer term chart here, zooming out on AIXBT, it topped out at 930 million. It's now down to, it looks like it bottomed at 170 and now it's back up, 15% off the lows. It was funny. Kraken listed it, I think 2 days ago, and AIXBT responded with, "You're too late on this. All the smart money is gone."
I love it, dude.
I liked that. Okay, easy. Any interest here on any meme coins? If you had to take
Nope.
a gander, if you had to take a gander at one, what's your pick?
If I had to take a swing on any one.
Yeah.
Oh God. That's a tough question. I'm trying to think. Like, what would I want to buy here?
Probably by
meme
Pi,
coin.
huh?
I mean, Pi looks like. I mean, it's not a meme coin, but Kaido looks like it's gonna go much higher.
Kaido looks good. Kaido is up, I believe, to it is up 30% on the day, up to a new all-time high here. We're at $2.10, $2.1 billion FDV, showing some strengths here. We have the staking or voting going live for people that are staking their tokens.
I would buy Pain if I were to buy any meme coin.
Pain, this is by the Memeland team. It's at a $70 million market cap. You like Pain?
50% is locked for 20 years. 20 years. So it's actually like 35 mil market cap circulating. It has 17 mil of liquidity. So the liquidity pool is insane comparative to the market cap. So I think that alone is interesting to me for it to at least 2x from here, get back into like that 14 range. But yeah, I'd probably buy Pain. Just purely Memeland team. Haven't gotten a Binance listing on it yet. 50% of the liquidity is locked. Yeah, I'd probably buy that.
It was on Binance Alpha. They seem to be, they have good content they've been putting out. Seems like a good one to bet on the team here. Okay, that's interesting. I like the call. Any closing thoughts here on meme coins? We also saw, like we were talking about earlier, Pump.fun record its lowest daily volume since October 13th. So showing clear trenches are slowing down a little bit.
I think meme coins are very controversial because there's a lot of people that hate them, and there was also a lot of drama around them over the last couple of weeks. But at the same time, like Q4 of last year, like it was all of the rage and people love them. And I don't know, it's hard to think like what would easily like replace that from like a product market fit standpoint. So I don't know. I don't think the trenches are dead necessarily, or meme coins are dead necessarily. I think they just pulled back hard like any alt did during this pullback, right? So we'll have to see, but I don't know. I think like the belief that it's just going to die and like people like Easy who love trading the trenches, even Clemente, you had a lot of fun trading the trenches. All of a sudden you guys are like never going to want to do that again.
Yeah, and I think it's a different audience. Like I think there's people the hardcore trenchers are like people that are literally just degenerate gamblers that spend 18 hours a day gambling on meme coins. It's such a niche audience. I think there's retail that's just sitting there. It's like they have no idea what Libra is. What do you
call them who they are? Degenerate gambling losers. That's what you're just like. I don't know. I don't associate myself with them. Bunch of losers. I'll never trade a coin again like that. I never do
trading. I literally am like, yo, I'm commenting on Portnoy's tweets. I'm like, yo, drop greed 3, brother.
You said, I heard you say that you would trade Kanye's token and specifically because he had a swastika shirt.
No, I did not say that. Kanye coin, I don't know. If I catch it, at 800 mil, I might take a look at it. I don't know. No, I don't know. Yeah, I think people are overreacting to like, oh, the trenches are so bad for this space. It was something that was naturally going to happen at some point. You're telling me that Pump.fun is, if Pump.fun didn't exist, no one else would come up with something similar on Solana, and then it just revealed something with the space that was going on. Okay.
Yeah. They've also made like 600 million, and I'm pretty sure OpenSea made 1.5 billion. No one really hated on OpenSea.
People hate on OpenSea.
People did hate. I'm saying I feel like there was less during the NFT cycle. There was less like OpenSea has made too much money. I don't know. There's a weird dynamic in this space where like people don't like businesses making money for some reason. I don't know. It's like Pump.fun. No one had to participate. Like, they provided a service and people played on it. You know what I mean? And they charged a fee. Friendtech made 30 million. Like for some reason, like people get mad when these things make money. How much art did Beeple sell in 2021? or Marat Pak, selling 2021, a lot of money.
Did
People
Beanie
probably
launch-
sold
did-
over 100 million.
Did Beanie
Sorry.
launch a token during this cycle?
This one?
Nick is caught up in his Beanie beef right now.
I just want to know, did he? Because I recall him tweeting about something that he'd launched, right?
He didn't launch
think his
anything. He's an
daughter
investor in a
launched-
couple different things.
I think
I'm
his
pretty
daughter
sure-
launched a coin.
No.
Or is that fake?
Yeah, daughter did not launch a coin. She posted an address and got sent tokens, but that happens to a lot of people.
Yeah.
The
daughter.
But yeah, Beanie invested in Critters Quest, Solana NFT project that's done exceptionally well. He's been investing in XRamp, I believe is the other one, and then Soul Sniper.
Also
So,
did
I don't-
exceptionally well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's launched a token directly.
No,
He's a
frankly, he's been
scammer.
crushing it. Beanie has been absolutely crushing it recently. Actually,
Dirty scammer.
the whole thing about his like him launching his daughter entering the space or something and like supporting a token. I was like, what is this? There's no way this is his daughter.
People actually don't know that like Beanie innovated a lot of the NFT cycle meta. Like Pixel Vault was before Bored Ape Yacht Club.
Was it
And-
really?
Yeah, and like the whole like airdrop another collection to the holders of the primary collection, like they did that first. They did that before Bored Ape Yacht Club. Yeah.
Before we wrap, the only other story I had on the docket for today was Ordinal Maxibiz sold out their Black Eyes collection, which was 3760 NFTs for 0.021 Bitcoin each. They raised $6.7 million, which is wild, despite seeing the price action across NFTs. We are seeing a little bit of a bounce here on Ordinals. They are bouncing a little bit off of some of their lows, but overall NFTs have been bleeding outside of a few examples. On Abstract, we see the Kaido Genesis NFT, so a little check in there on NFTs. Before we wrap, any closing thoughts, gentlemen, on anything we talked about, anything else you found interesting or are watching for today?
Closing. Oh, wow. Bitcoin back over 87. Nice rally. I hope everyone out there is doing well. Pullbacks suck, hurts a lot of people. People lose a lot of money. But as long as you survive, stay in the game, be smart risk management. Hopefully we have a good 2025.
Let's go. Love it. Nick, closing thoughts? No, he's currently DMing Beanie.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not silly. Don't be silly. Oh man. Closing thought, stay safe, man. This market looks pretty bad. The Bitcoin price still looks bad despite this temporary pump. It just looks awful. It looks awful.
Yo, survive out there, guys. Survive out there. Because you know why? You know why? In a year, man. Now they always say congratulations. Okay. I'm gonna wrap. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're live on YouTube.
What
If you wanna
was that?
keep-
You were saying something that what?
Oh, did you not hear the song I played?
You said something different than what the song was.
Oh yeah, I had it played wrong. I had it on the wrong timestamp. Yeah, I was kind of embarrassing. I guess. I was really embarrassing.
Good song though. OG Post Malone, man.
We're gonna wrap the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. Catch you next time, 9 a.m. Eastern. We're on Spotify. We're on Twitter Space. We're on YouTube. Thank you guys for tuning in. Catch you next time.